everybody, welcome to episode 61 of My Yarny Corner. My name's Alex and I live in Yorkshire in the UK, and this is a podcast all about knitting and crochet and possibly the heat. I will be mentioning the heat. How are we all doing? Have you all had a lovely crafty 2 weeks? Oh, it's been so warm in the UK. I'm going to get this out of the way first because I'm going to mention it, so I may as well just mention it first, get it out of my system and say I'm too warm, and I'm too warm. I'm not going to moan. I've been doing September vlogs and I think last week I just moaned continuously about the heat. I make no secret of the fact that I love autumn and winter, and this heat wave that we're having in the UK has been quite a lot to deal with. It has been warm. Wow. I do have the windows open, so you are going to hear there's children in the back gardens playing, so I apologise if you can hear any background noise. I can't actually shut the windows, it's too warm. Normally I would and just keep sort of the noise at a lower level, but I do apologise. Too warm. So what's everybody been up to? I've only got 2 projects to talk about today. There is a reason which I'll explain later. So this may be a shorter episode than usual, but I did not want to miss the podcast. So I'm here anyway with my 2 projects. And I had like another bit to say after that. I don't know what happened. We've got some admin things that I want to talk about. The first one being the Spooky Feet Mal that is running over on Instagram and Ravelry. We are running that with our friend Sue, who has the Distant Stitches podcast with her friend Liz. And the idea behind it is you knit a pair of socks or crochet a pair of socks that have a Halloween link. It runs from the 1st of September to the 31st of October. And you do not have to finish. It is purely and simply about taking part. And like I say, the socks just need to have a Halloween link, whatever that means to you. These rules are really, really lax. So you can pretty much do anything. You could do colours, you could do a Halloween themed pattern, or you could just say, well, Alex, hot pink reminds me of Halloween, and that's fine. That goes. It's absolutely fine. There are no specific rules at all. Double dipping is highly encouraged. I know there are a lot of Halloween make-alongs going on at the moment, so do double dip and just have some fun. It's just about fun. There will be prizes at the end of it. My friend Sue is donating some bags. Obviously, we will be donating yarn, and there'll probably be a pattern prize or 2 to donate as well. So do take part and just have some fun with it. Like I say, you do not have to finish at all. It's just about taking part and having fun. There's been quite a few entries so far, which has been brilliant. I've had email entries, and we've got a thread on the Facebook page, or just put it on the Facebook page, however you want. It's just been fab. Excuse me, I've just had a big drink of this water. But it's sparkling water, so it's kind of giving me like hiccups. So yeah, that is going on. It's running till the 31st of October, so do take part. I've got some socks to well, 1 sock. I don't have any finished objects this week. I have 1 sock to show. So yeah, I'm really excited about that, and I'm really enjoying seeing all of the Halloween links coming through. There's been some lovely ones so far. So yeah. The other bit of admin that I just want to talk about is the advent calendars. I've been mentioning for quite a while about the advent calendars. They're running. Month 8 goes on sale on the 1st of October, and then on the 1st of November there is an option to purchase a main skein. I have been asking over quite a few weeks now if people could let me know if they want a main skein, because that yarn had to be ordered so we could get it dyed up and ready to ship out, because there will be shipping out early November. Now, I've not heard from everybody. I think we've only heard from around half of the people. If you are wanting to purchase a main skein, even if you're not, could you just let me know either way, just so I can get these advents sorted, so I can get the numbers sorted. If you haven't let me know by the end of sort of Monday this week, which would be the 11th of September, then you're not going to be able to purchase that main skein. When the main skeins go on sale, they will have everybody's name on the listing because they had to have been pre-ordered. So thank you for the people that have already got back in touch and let me know. But yeah, if you're wanting a main scale, I really do need a main scale. Do I sell scales with the advent? A main skein, then I really do need to know ASAP so I can make sure I've got the yarn, because they will be getting dyed this week. The advent calendars are all done and we just need to do the main skeins next, and then we will be having all the fun putting them into boxes. I cannot wait. It's been a lot of fun to dye. The theme we had this year was a wildlife advent. I was going to say a very Yorkshire advent. That was last year's. It's wildlife advent. And the way that I'm going to do it is I ummed and ahed. I'm going to tell you all this bit now. I ummed and ahed about putting inspiration pictures in with the yarn. We were asked last year, so we were going to do that. The problem being, it is such, we've had quite a lot of advents to dye, so in order to print each of those out, it's an awful lot of paper and an awful lot of ink. So what I thought I would do is I won't be doing Vlogmas this year. We're doing September vlogs and November vlogs. So during Vlogmas, when I open my advent calendar, I'll do it on a short and I'll put the inspiration picture on it. So if you want to see the inspiration behind each colourway that's been done, it will be on the My Yarny Corner shorts during Vlogmas, which I thought would be really interesting. So you can see the advent and you can see what the inspiration picture was, because they do all have inspiration pictures. So yeah, that's how we're doing it this year. I'm getting very excited. I cannot wait for you all to get your advents. I'm getting really giddy about it. Can you tell? So yeah, that was the advent talk. And I think that's everything for admin type things, I think. Shall we get into some knitting? So I have no finished objects this week whatsoever. I've been working on a new sock design, and I didn't mean to do another design straight off the back of the other one that I'd done. It just worked out this way because I'd been playing with this idea in my head, and I just started doing it. So I've been working on this other sock design. Because I've been working on that, it hasn't left a lot of time for other knitting, so I've only got 2 projects to talk about. Although I have been knitting the whole time, it's not anything that I can share yet. That is going out to testers this week, so when it is ready to be available, I will let you all know. The idea behind the sock patterns that I'm making is, you all know that I've been doing Danny's Year of Socks, although I kind of missed last month.
Still waiting.
You're not still waiting, I kind of missed last month. And I've been doing Danny's Year of Socks, so I've been making him a pair of socks every single month, but I've kind of struggled to find socks patterns that Danny would really like. So I've just been sort of making these sock patterns for Danny, really, and then sharing them on. So I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody that purchased the Puffle socks. So many people purchased it and I was absolutely blown away. I really was. And I was more blown away because I just need to shut that curtain 1 second. I hope that hasn't played with the light, but the sun had moved around as I was talking and it was like getting right in my eyes. It was really starting to hurt my head. I was blown away by the amount of people that purchased the Puffle socks. But on top of that, you were all so kind about the pattern. It was my first knitting pattern. And I'm sure there are, you know, when I looking at it now, because I'm writing the second one, I thought, oh, I should have just written that one in the first way. That made more sense. And you were all just so kind. My first pattern, you were all, you know, I had such lovely feedback, such lovely comments. You were all just so kind about it. So that was just, thank you so much. Thank you so much. A, for purchasing the pattern, and B, for just giving me such lovely feedback, which has then given me the confidence to do another one. I think if I hadn't have got that lovely feedback, I would never have done another one. So it's purely and simply down to you guys being so kind that I have done another one. So I just want to say thank you so much. So that leads into my first half finished object. I did do the Puffle socks again for Danny. So this is an entry into our Halloween mal. And this is the Puffle sock pattern. You can't really see it on camera, or you can there. So this is the Puffle sock. Although they were designed for Danny, Danny doesn't actually have a pair yet because Josh stole the first pair. So I'm making a pair for Danny now. So on the front of it, this green stripe is very, very textured. And on the back, it's just plain, which is why it's called the Puffle sock, because they're all little puffs. And in between, you can see you've got some ribbon as well, which just keeps it a little bit more snug and kind of makes it hug to your foot a little bit. I don't have blockers to fit these socks, so they keep falling down, because these are my sock blockers and Danny's socks are quite big, so I have to turn the sock blocker the other way to fit Danny's sock on. Anyway, so I've got one finished sock, which is this one. The yarn is obviously my Yarny Corner yarn. I think I said that. I've got a 20 gram mini, and then this was 50 grams of like a really, really deep green, and I think it's a really nice effect. So he's got his first one. I have not cast on the second one yet. This sock took me a week because I've been working on the other sock. So it's taken me a really long time. Normally I can knit a pair of socks in sort of 2 days, but this has taken a while. But I absolutely love the design. Yeah, the way that I've written the pattern is it's optimised for magic loop. I think it does say that in the pattern. You can knit it on 9-inch circulars or DPNs, absolutely. But the way that I've done it is when you are knitting magic loop, you don't have purl stitches at the start of the magic loop, because I know a lot of people struggle with that. So I've made sure, even though you still get all the pearly puffs, you don't have to do a purl stitch at the start of a needle on magic loop. I did sort of think ahead with that. And it's just 15 rounds of 2x2 ribbon. I do a 40 round leg for Danny, that's what he likes. And then I do 64 rounds for Danny on the foot. What size are you, a 10?
10.5, 11.
Oh well, 10.5, 11, it shows what I know. And then
What you put me in.
and a normal wedge toe, but I really like them. Oops. You might be able to see the puffs better. There you go, you can see the puffs better if I do that. You see how they all puff out a little bit? And that's why they're called the Puffle socks. So that is my first half finished object. I need to get on cast on the second sock today, but I got sidetracked and cast on another sock, which I shouldn't have done. I don't feel like I've knit any socks for me in ages, because I've been doing some for charity and I've been doing some for Josh, and then I've been doing some for Danny. I feel like I've not had any new socks in ages, so I did cast on a pair for me this morning. There's no point in showing you, I've just got a cuff. But yeah, I did cast on some for me this morning. Oh, that's what I meant to say about this sock as well. It's designed to use 2 contrasting colours, which makes it pop as well. But you can just do what you want. Have a play with the pattern and just do what you want. That's what I do. So that is finished. Why do I keep saying finished object? It's a half finished object. I have no finished objects this week. It's the heat. The heat's playing with me. My other work in progress is my waffle sweater. Oh, wow. So it's living... Oh, the table's on my bag. It's living in my Cabin Boy Knits bag. My friend Sue gave me this bag. I think it was last year, and it's one of my favourites. I take it to knit group every week. Even if I'm not knitting on the project that's in it, I take the project out and still take the bag, because it's so big. I can put all of the things that I need in it. It's just brilliant. Anyway, I cast on the Waffle Sweater by Stephen West. I think I showed it on the last episode. And I've got quite a bit of progress on it. I haven't been able to knit on it for the past week. It's just been too warm. But the yarn I'm using is Women's Institute. and this is in the colourway. It has got a colourway on it because I've seen it, plum. So it's 100% acrylic and it's DK weight yarn. It's very, very nice. So I'm using that. And this is my progress so far. I really like it. Now, size-wise, so I opted for a bigger size because I wanted this, with it being this waffle stitch design on it, I wanted it sort of like an oversized jumper that I could wear with something underneath it. I can't wear tight jumpers, I really can. I find it really not uncomfortable, I just feel claustrophobic. A few people have mentioned in the comments that when I knit a jumper I make it too big. And it's not because I'm trying to hide anything, I just don't like tight jumpers. So I did opt for the bigger size, but I keep looking at it and thinking, did I go too big? Either way, it doesn't matter to me because I love it. I've tried it on and it seems to fit nicely, but that's pre-blocking. I absolutely love it. It's not, it looks like a complicated pattern. It really, really isn't. The pattern instructions, obviously it's Stephen West. His patterns are very, very good. I was concerned about the raglan shaping and making sure you keep into the pattern and how complicated is this going to be. It really wasn't at all. It's a really, really easy pattern. So I've got about 2 inches, I think, to go on the body, and then I'm getting into working on the rib. I did knit size 4. I think it's designed to be knit with 5 to 10 inches of positive ease. I think I'm at about 7 inches of positive ease on it. It's not going to be something I can wear underneath a jacket or a coat or anything like that. It's going to be too big, but I'm hoping that in the winter, when it's really cold, I can... For any of you that follow me on vlogs, I do get a lot of comments that I never wear a coat. I don't. I absolutely detest coats. I feel uncomfortable, they're tight, I just feel like I can't breathe. I don't like wearing them, and I cannot drive in a coat at all. So I'm always looking for chunky, thick jumpers to wear because that's what I'm more comfortable wearing. So I'm hoping with this, when it's really cold, I can get a long sleeve t-shirt underneath it and not have to wear a coat. I don't even think I own one at the moment, a winter coat. I had one in the car. Was it last year? I had one in the car, either last year or the year before. And it ended up getting caught in the boot because it was in the car, just left in the boot of the car because I never wear them. It ended up getting caught in the boot, and we were in Tesco's car park, and the sleeve of my coat got caught in the catch on the boot, and Danny had gone to shut it, not realising my sleeve was in there, and he'd shut the boot, and then the boot wouldn't open because it hadn't closed properly, so it wouldn't release to open the boot. This is all in Tesco's car park, I might add. We had so much shopping. It was a little mini that I had at the time. I had both kids with me and we were just stuck. The boot wasn't shut properly, so I didn't dare drive off because it just wasn't shut. I thought if that detaches as we're driving, all the shopping was piled in. It was a week's worth of shopping into the back of the car. I thought that's going to be all over the road. So we had to get into the car through the back seats and literally pull and pull until we'd released the coat. I don't know why I'm telling you this story. At this point, I can't stop. Pull and pull to release the coat, which completely ripped the sleeve of the coat. But lo and behold, we released it, managed to click the boot shut properly and then open it so we could actually drive home. It was a drama. All that was to say that was my last winter coat, and I didn't replace it because I just hate coats. Sometimes if it's absolutely chucking it down and I need to go to the shop or something, I'll just pop one of Danny's coats on. But yeah, so I'm hoping this will keep me warm in winter. Wow, what a tale that was. I am so sorry. Anyway, I really, really like it. I'm looking forward to getting to the end and then just getting onto the nice easy sleeve bit, because there's a lot of stitches on here, so it's taking a while. But because I've done so much knitting on it, it's just too warm to keep on my knee when I'm knitting at the moment. I'm hoping I can pick it up this week. The temperature is going to drop, so I'm hoping it'll be fine. So that is the waffle sweater, and that is all my knitting. That is all I've done over the past week. Oops-a-daisy, I'll put that in the bag in a minute. It's just been so warm, absolutely so warm. It's been crazy, absolutely crazy. I know everybody in the UK has been saying how warm it is, and I feel for the people that are in the south of the UK. I don't know how you guys are coping in that heat. I really don't, because I'm struggling in the north. But yeah, it's been a lot. We were supposed to be getting storms today, and I was looking on the weather app. If you go onto the BBC weather app, it shows a video, and for the past 2 days it's been showing storms for our area, and us being in like right in the middle of it. So I've been so excited for Sunday. It was all supposed to start at 10 a.m, and then yesterday when I went onto the video app, it changed it to 4 p.m, and then this morning it says there's no rain, and we've had nothing, absolutely nothing. It's still like 26 degrees, so still very warm, but I think tomorrow's due to be much cooler, which is fine. I know a lot of you love the sun, and if you love the sun, this is perfect for you. I'm sorry to moan, I really am. And that's been everything really. We've got Yarndale this month. We're going there on the 24th of September, I believe. I thought you were going to say something. I think you were just giving me the date. We're going there on the 24th. We'll be there about lunchtime. So if you are going to Yarndale, do come over and say hello. We've arranged to meet a couple of people, so do come over and see us if you're there. We're not going to be there over long. I think we've got Danny's children that weekend, so we'll be dropping them off first and then coming over to Yarndale, but then we've got to get back as well, so we won't be there over long. We'll maybe have 2 hours or something. But do come and see us if you're there, and come and say hi. It'll be lovely to put names to faces. It really will, because I speak to you guys all the time and you all know who I am, and I never see your face. I just see the comments, so it'd be really nice to put the faces to names. It would be absolutely lovely. But yeah, so that's on the Sunday. We're also doing the vlogs for September, which has been a lot of fun so far, so thank you for those of you that have come over and been chatting in the vlogs. What day are we doing the live this month? That'll be the last Thursday of September, I should think. He's looking on his calendar now.
I think it's the 28th.
The 28th. So on the 28th of September.
Yeah, it's either the 25th or the 28th. I ain't decided.
Let's have a look.
Because it's the bomb. It drops on the 1st, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll probably do it the Monday after Yarndale. Yeah. I should think the 25th. So it'll be a different day again for the live. We won't vlog on that day because we'll be doing the live in the evening. But yeah, we'll probably do that on the 25th. Just gives us a chance to dry the yarn, get it all sorted and photographed for the update on the 1st. But yeah, so Yarndale this month, I can't wait. It's the only yarn festival that I attend. There are so many up and down the country, and Yarndale's the only one that I go to. Not for any other reason than it's our local one. I know there's Yorkshire Yarn Fest, and they sometimes do Spring into Wool in Leeds, but I'm not always able to go to them all. So Yarndale is the one that I always go to. So I'm super excited for that. I can't wait. It's just such a lovely atmosphere to walk round and just see all the vendors. It's lovely. So yeah, that is this month. There was something else I had to tell you, and I can't think what it was. I have absolutely no idea. I'm sure there was something important that I had to say, but it'll come to me as soon as I have edited the podcast and it's just uploaded. That's the moment that it'll come to me. I'm like, oh, that's what I was supposed to say. I don't know. How weird. Oh, back to Advents as well. I will mention this in the next video as well, so I should have mentioned this bit right at the start when I talked about the Advents. Month 8 will have the postage on it as well. The Advent main skein, if you're purchasing the main skein, won't have a postage on it because you'll have been charged postage in month 8. I should have said that at the start. I'll mention it again before Advent's over. I can put a community post up as well. Yeah, I can do that. So I think that is everything. So I'm sorry it's a short one this time. I just didn't have a lot of knitting to show, but I will be back in 2 weeks. I hope you all have a lovely, lovely crafty 2 weeks. If you're coming back for the vlogs, I will see you tomorrow for day 11. Bye, everybody.